My husband thinks I'm trying to get back at him because I cooked a meal he didn't like after my 12-hour work shift, and now he's demanding proper food if I want to stay married to him, but with that attitude I don't know if I want to. 3 days ago my 25F husband, 24M, said something rude to me and I've been trying to avoid him and stay calm. When I came home from work after working a 12-hour shift I cooked rice and beans and then went to bed to work another 12-hour shift the next day. He texted me during work and sent this. When I got home things escalated and he packed everything and left. Am I overreacting? Why go to this extreme and leave over some food? Husband, so is this food you made yesterday some sort of get back? Husband, did you taste this crap? Oop, what? Husband, it's one thing to not want to have intercourse, I can manage that. Oop, you didn't like the rice? Husband, but you will be cooking proper food here if you want to stay married. Husband, did you taste it? Oop, yes, and I liked it. Husband, that stuff is tasteless. Oop, wow. Okay. Husband, when you get home, I'm gonna take the car to go get something to eat. When I get back tonight there better be some type of food in the fridge for me to eat tomorrow. Oop, no, you can Uber. I've done a lot for you and I feel like you take me for granted. I'm done doing things for you. I'm done. Commenter 1. As someone who was previously married to an abuser, you need to run. This will only escalate to more idiotic fights with divorce being thrown out as an option after every fight. What happens if you have kids? This behavior will escalate and his expectations of you will also escalate to something you can't meet. I work but also do a majority of the cooking in my home. Yes, there have been meals that have been a fail, but my husband has never threatened divorce because what I cooked was a fail. He politely tells me it didn't taste good and let's not make it again. My kids are the same, politely say they didn't like it and ask for it not to be made again. Leaving you over beans and rice is so juvenile and makes me wonder what else he will leave you over. Commenter 2. Leave this motherfudger. My wife works 12s on the weekend, she's a nurse, and I couldn't imagine talking to her like that. I feel guilty just the little bit she works. I cook for her whenever she works, no questions asked, and she would do the same for me when I work, and neither one of us would ever complain about something the other tried to make out of the goodness their heart, whether we really like it or not. That is some messed up for him to say some stuff like that, like him in shock for you. I would never. Get out while you can, you're young and things will only get worse if you don't either address the problem and get it fixed ASAP or go. But TBH, it sounds to me like if you say anything he will probably just gaslight you and try to say you're a narcissist and don't care about him for putting your foot down. Good luck. Comments from OP. I work 12-hour shifts, I cook, I clean, I do all the grocery shopping, all the laundry. And this is what I get. Hey everyone, I was not expecting all this support. So we have only been married about 7 months. He's an engineer and I'm a travel RN. He pays for 90% of our bills. I enjoy cooking and cleaning for him. But lately I've been telling him I need more emotional support. Some dates, flowers, alone time, etc. has been lacking and I feel neglected. So sometimes I don't want to have intercourse because I don't feel the closeness with him, hence why he said the part about sex in the message. He thinks he doesn't need to do all that emotional stuff because I'm married to him and I'm set financially because I'm married to him. After that text message I came home and he tried to take my car keys. I said no. He ended up shoving me and locking me out of our apartment for about 1 minute. Then he opened the door and started packing his bags and left. Update, 2 months later. Thanks everyone for the support. I read a lot of the comments and tried to respond to a lot of the DMs. He came back and begged for therapy and I tried to make it work for a month, but I had already mentally checked out, so I have filed for divorce and moved out of our apartment. I'm happy and at peace now. Commenter. Constructive criticism is always welcome. I do want people to enjoy what I feed them and I'd hate to find out he didn't and I just kept giving it to him. But if anybody ever spoke to me like that about my cooking, I don't give a fudge if it's the worst thing I've ever made. That person can fudge right off and not come back. The absolute audacity of him telling you had to cook him something better, my goodness. Solid job on the divorce, I'm glad you are sticking it out. You'll be much happier without someone that unpleasant in your space, and, bonus, you get all the food to yourself now.